Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Sola here. Dubai Monster Cast is live again. Now is part 2 with Mike Sommerfeld and now with Shani Sommerfeld as well.
Hello.
Welcome, my dear.
Thank you.
Join us.
It's going to be interesting.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be.
So I want to talk about relationships between you two, but not just in random stuff. Let's start by the relationship between the two of you into the bodybuilding, because you guys always travel together and there's a lot of things to take care of. And we know that an athlete of the level of Mike, there's a lot of things and a lot of people trying to.
Guys, get ready. Get ready.
So now, Mike and we're gonna shut the fuck up and all the places you. So tell me, please, how is to be the wife of a pro bodybuilding and all the duties that you got?
So first of all, we are actually doing everything together.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're always together in the gym. We're waking up together. We're going to bed together. We have appointments together. So we're actually together 24/7.
Which is beautiful, actually.
Yes, it is. He's actually the only person who's not going on my nerves being together longer for 3 days with.
Bro, you know that. You have this one special friend. He calls you, hey bro, what's up? Yeah, I'm chilling. Okay, I'm coming over. You're gonna sit down right next to each other for 4 hours. You don't speak a word. He said, hey bro, it was nice. High five, see you tomorrow. Cool. That was the best day ever. This is literally when we're sitting next to each other for like 4 hours, like doing things on the phone, but nobody pisses off the other one. Like, absolutely relax. And you know, females are not like that, but she's special.
She's the one.
She's the one, definitely.
Good choice.
Thank you.
I cannot say the same for you. Sorry, Mike. I'm kidding, but please tell me how you manage. Are you like? Can you consider yourself like the manager of Mike, or what?
Depends. So Mike is more the extroverted person and I'm more the introverted person, which means that he actually runs in front. He talks to everybody. He tries to connect with everybody. He's so happy and he just throws me a shitload of information in front of me. And then I have to sort out like, this is important. This can wait. We have to do this now. This maybe we should not do. And I try to figure out and to sort everything in the background. So I think it's a good fit, because if we both would be introverted or we both would be extroverted, it would be horrible.
Yeah.
She always calls me the golden retriever puppy.
Yes.
So throw me somewhere. I make friends, but she's sorting all the information.
Let me stress out this line. How does she call you?
The golden retriever.
Golden retriever.
You know everything a golden retriever has. Like everybody loves golden retrievers. They are friendly. They love everyone. And this is exactly how Mike is. Put him to, I don't know, 100 people and at least 99 will say, hey, that's a good guy. I like to spend time with him. And he enjoys talking with people so much and he does it all the time. So it's the golden retriever.
I can relate. Maybe we are into bodybuilding because we didn't join the politics. Yeah, we're very much the same about this politician stuff.
Oh, God.
But actually, that's a good point about you being an introvert kind of person, because in this situation, if you were extrovert like us and talking to everybody and being friendly to everybody, you will not be able like to take notes to do the important things that you have to do, because okay, no, let's talk.
I'm like that.
If that would happen, we both would forget where we had to go. Like tomorrow, we wouldn't book anything. We wouldn't have the flights. We wouldn't have tickets, nothing. We would just be there like, hey, what we gonna do? Oh, I forgot.
Bro, imagine myself without Shani.
I can't.
Me neither.
I can't.
It's like, what day is today? Oh, it's Wednesday. Oh, my flight is leaving in 30 minutes. Oh, shit. Reality, bro.
I
Reality.
knew I was forgetting something.
Oh, yeah.
So basically, you take care of the agenda of Mike.
Oh, funny thing. I used to write it down in my notebook so that I would have everything directly in front of me. But then he started to struggle like, hey, I got something tomorrow. Hey, I got something on Thursday. Hey, I got something on Wednesday. And I was like, babe, you already have like 3 appointments at this time. So it's not possible. So I installed a calendar on his phone, a shared calendar. And I always put everything in this. So whenever he thinks, hey, I can have a new appointment, he just can look first.
Can you see any free day is booked out until mid of October?
I saw only one. Most probably you're going to be flying.
The 22nd of April. Yes, you're right. One free day in April.
One free day. You're going to be flying or not? You're going to be...
No, we're going to be in car.
Cool. That's your free day. Enjoy what? I don't know, the view of the road.
German word.
Yes.
The German.
Of the highway.
Yes, but no speed limits at least.
Ah, that's a good point.
Yes, without a driving license.
But I have one.
You got one?
Yes, so he's always the passenger princess. Can we please add taxi driver to my...
Yeah. Psychologist, personal Uber, manager.
So she drives.
Yes.
Yes.
What do you do?
I work.
I work.
I'm talking to people.
Make the politics.
Kind of.
Got it. How did you guys met?
Oh, I love this story.
In the beginning, he was my coach. 2018?
19.
2019.
Okay, I have to explain. Coach and client relationship has nothing to do with any special feelings, right?
Yes.
It has to be super separated. So even if I would have had interest in her, it was like, no, she's a client. So it was not even in my mind.
Yes.
And that's the funny part. So
Yeah.
we met 6 years ago already, really close. I mean, she was sending me pictures in underwear and I had to see how she's looking, right?
Yes.
And
My check-in.
check-ins. And I had to have really private conversations with her. And we were actually talking about my relationships, her relationships, just in order to know what,
Yeah.
you know? But there was never a situation where we thought like, yeah, you know,
Some kind of dirty jokes and things like that.
Nothing.
No.
nothing.
Yeah, I understand.
But then the situation switched. I prepped her for 2 shows, 2 years in a row during COVID. And they canceled the show a week before. She just started to have the peak week. She was ready. And then they canceled the show. First year, I was like, hey, okay, let's go back to have an off season. We can improve. Let's do it the next year. Okay. She did it again. All the procedure, all the hard diet. And she had a really, really hard diet. And then they canceled the show again. And she was fucked up. She's like, you know what? Fuck that. Like, I'm out. Fuck that shit. It's like, hey, okay, hands down. I can understand.
Yeah.
And she decided to do more like a kind of a lifestyle coaching thing.
With a girl, because I never worked with a girl before, and I just wanted to have like the new experience to see what fits better to me.
Which is actually good. I consider this a good point.
And I'm a kick-ass coach. Like, if you join my team, do it or leave. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and then she left the team, obviously, and I was like, she's a really good poser. And I wanted to open a posing academy. I do the guys, she's doing the girls. I called her. It's like, hey, Shani, you good in posing, right? She's like, yeah, why? I have an idea. I'm going to call you tomorrow. I was not able to call her that day because it was grandma.
It was grandmother. Basically, he sent me a message in the morning like, hey, we have to talk. And he did not say anything the whole day. He just called me in the night and I was all day like, what's going on? What happened? Is he okay?
What does he want to talk?
Yes.
But I was not able to call her because I was with grandma. Grandma means phone off. So then I called her. I was like, hey, Shani, you down for a posing session? He's like, posing academy. She's like, yeah, why not? Sounds great. It was like, wait a minute. I like her, but I really like her. She's kind of interesting. And this is how I am. It's like, hey, Shani, I kind of like you. We should talk about it because as we working together, the work relationship's gonna not be like a, relationship.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, me too. I also like you. I was like, okay, we need to talk about that. Let's meet.
Mm-hmm.
And then she was living in Hamburg.
In the north.
Brand new apartment.
And you?
In the south, Heidelberg. So more southern than Frankfurt.
So basically the extra
600 kilometers.
Yeah, 6-7 hours. And she just moved to a new apartment. She left home, brand new apartment, the first real own apartment. And then we met each other. I picked her up in Frankfurt at the train station. She was just on the way to her mom to see her.
She had birthday on the next day, but it was the only day which was possible. So I said like, okay, before I'm going to go to my mom, I'm going to drive a little bit longer to meet you so we can talk.
And she was working 3 jobs. So the time was really limited.
First of all, she put you first or her mom?
No. She came the day before.
Okay.
So because her mom lives an hour, like 1.5 hours from my home.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like kind of close. So it made actually sense. I said, okay, you know what? I'm going to pick you up. You can sleep in my house overnight. And I was really respectful. There was nothing like, let's meet in knick-knack. It was like, you can sleep in my bed. I'm going to sleep on my couch. And the moment I picked her up at the train station, I knew exactly this is the moment where I need to decide if that's going to be real or not. If my feelings are true or not. How can I find out in like 5 seconds? So what I did, I saw her walking out the train, and I grabbed her and I kissed her right away. I did not say any word, nothing. And the moment I did that, my heart...
You assault her.
Yes, I did. And the moment I did that, my heart felt like it's exploding. I was like, okay, that's for real. Like, if my heart would not feel like that, that's like
It was just
cheap
a
shit.
girl. Yeah.
And she felt the same way. Since the day, we have not been separated. Which is funny. And I told her, you know what? If that's really serious, I'm going to leave Germany. I'm going to move to Mexico in 12 weeks. And we just met each other.
And I was in prep.
And she worked 3 jobs. She just got an own apartment. She had fucking bills to pay. She got her own car. So that's not like, yeah, you know what? I'm leaving. Let's go. No. And she was like, you were 21?
21, 22.
So she was literally a baby, kind of.
You were?
25. 26, 25, whatever. And I was like, yeah, little girls, they dream big. Mexico sounds crazy, but when it comes to like leaving, they're like, yeah, no, thank you. And one day she called me. She's like, hey, babe, I just sold my car. And I was like, what? For real? It's like, yes, you told me that we're going to leave Germany, so I have to sell my car. I was like, she's serious.
She's for real.
We're talking about 3 months ago, we just met and started the relationship. And now she's leaving everything, friends, family. She's canceling 3 jobs, selling her car, leaving her apartment. I'm like, whoa, okay. Huge responsibility because she's leaving everything in her country and give everything to me. Like, whoa, that's big shit. And then I met her mom. The very first time on Christmas.
Yeah, we just became a couple like 1.5 weeks before Christmas. And then I was like, Mom, I'm going to come +1 on Christmas. And she was like, oh okay.
This is coming like deeper and deeper now, all this information.
And I went, hey, I'm Mike, nice to meet you, and I'm going to take your daughter to Mexico. And she was like, hey, Mike, nice to meet you. But after 2 hours, she literally said, I trust you, take my daughter. I trust you. And I promised her I will do everything in my power to provide and give her the best life I can. Since that day, I tried.
Good job.
This is just.
But she
great.
did it. She sold everything. She left. Like, how crazy is that?
She bet everything. She went all in.
Yes, she did.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, you know. But, you want me? Okay. Take
Take
it.
my life.
Take it. Take care.
Crazy. Imagine, I mean, everybody had bad relationships before.
Yeah.
And sometimes they were really fucked up. In order to just give somebody your life in other hands, I mean, we just met, like, she knows me. Of course, I was her coach, but not in a really private setup, right?
Yeah.
In order to do that, cojones, my friend. Big balls.
Yeah, because like you only get to know somebody when you actually live with them.
And
so
we did
all
not live together.
the traumas and the addictions, the
Behaviors.
the behaviors, the manners, and everything. So it's like the routine. It's like no, I want like my toothbrush this way. If you put the other way, no. Why is there?
Routine. In the beginning, I worked full time in a gym, and I had like 2 more jobs, and one of them required me to be there in person. One was online. So we always had to like switch places. So during the week, he was at my house because he already worked online, and on the weekends we were at his house. And one day I just woke up, I just came out of the bedroom and I walked into the kitchen. He was already awake and he was just standing there with his camera, and then he was turning his camera in my face, and I was like, what's happening?
Welcome to my life.
I was like, oh, good morning. Super insecure.
Like, good morning, baby, and all your fans, I believe. That's a crazy story, actually.
Yep. And it did not stop. Our life is crazy.
Keep going.
But you know what?
Oh.
What's funny? Sometimes you meet people and they have different behaviors,
Mhm.
and sometimes you don't like them. And she has some things I don't like, and I have things she doesn't like. But it was never ever. We never ever had an argue. Never ever. I can't have a fight with her. It's not possible. Sometimes when I'm a bitch, like when I'm on diet, I'm hungry, I'm like, you know, nervous kind of. She's like, hey babe, you know what? You're a bitch today. I'm like, fuck, she's right. Okay, babe, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. And same the opposite way. Like, there's no way to fight. If we are in a bad situation, she's literally like, hey babe, you don't feel right? It's like, yeah, I'm feeling fucked up. She's like, okay, just take some time off. Whatever you need to do, let me take care of it. Come back in 5 minutes, we're good. Like, okay, like, that works? And same for her. Like, literally yesterday or today, she felt tired, so she did a nap. So I was taking care of that stuff.
All the ringing phones.
2 days ago, I felt tired. I was sleeping, so she took care of it.
Ringing phones.
Talk about ringing phones.
Life can be easy,
Mhm.
but I've never had a relationship like that before. In German, we have a word like that. It's called bedingungslos. That means, what is that in English? You accept without any. I accept her without any exceptions.
Mhm.
Like, she's like that, and I love that, with all the goods and the bads.
And I love you.
Oh, it's getting sweet.
I'm gonna change the scenario. I need to put some hearts.
Maybe you can animate some heart bubbles.
I'm gonna put in the reels.
if there's anything, we can just talk about it, like really transparent. And I understood that she's the last person I want to hurt. I want to protect her. I want to give her the best life. And if I call her bad names, this is not what I want. I want to make her feel good. So every time I'm like, wait, this is not the person I want to hurt. So maybe it's me. Why I am angry. And she's like, hey, babe, you seem to be angry, right? I was like, yes. Well, why? Let's figure out. Why you angry? Let's work on it together. I was like, wow.
This works.
Yes.
I told you already, you're fucking amazing, Shani.
Thank you.
Yep, agree.
You agree, right?
I married her.
Oh, well.
Right away.
Right away. Yes.
How about this? How long did it take for you guys to marry? Because in the beginning was everything pretty fast. So I believe this.
Same.
How long?
How many months exactly?
Months.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it was almost a year until you proposed. It was after the first Olympia we had together on Christmas in Las Vegas. And, and we actually planned to have like a super nice wedding on the beach and have a super beautiful setup with all the family and stuff. But then we remembered that we had to quit everything in Germany. And if you want to marry in Greece or Spain or somewhere else, you have a hard time because you have to translate all the documents, and it takes a lot of time. So at this time, we were actually in Dubai. I think it was around March, the beginning of March. And we were like, we have to find a solution for this. We're going to not be in Germany, and we're going to quit everything in Germany when we're going to be there in April. So let's marry in April. So we just called in Germany like, hey, do you have any appointment free, like in the beginning of April?
And we were lucky. The place where we got married officially on paper is the city where I was born. So I knew the person who marries,
In the court. Me?
Yes. So we were able to call them. It's like, hey, do you have a free spot for like a wedding? Like, I said, yes. What about next week? Said, okay, deal.
Yeah, because we had to change all the passports and stuff for me because my last name changed, and going in another country.
Horrible.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And you know what? This is why I love her even more. If you ask a girl, like, imagine your wedding, how does it need to be? Big, fancy, the dress and the food. And she was like, I don't know. What about partner shirt? I was like,
how about what?
A partner shirt. Partner look shirt.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, what about a nice dress and like a suit and stuff? And I thought, I don't like suits. I don't feel comfortable. This is not me.
Yeah.
If I marry, if it's my wedding, I should feel comfortable. I should not just change my clothing to look nice for other people. And she's the same.
Just to be traditional.
Yes, but you know what? This is the picture where we met. Like, we had the wedding.
Actually, the clothes are of
jogging pants and a shirt. Literally, get shit done on our backs.
You're gonna send me this picture.
I will.
I'm gonna put in the episode. This
is how we feel comfortable. Jogging pants, white oversized shirt, and this is literally how we got married.
No, fuck. I got emotional. literally. Oh, fuck. Oh, you guys gonna see this, but there's smiles in your faces on this picture. This is a fantastic. Fuck. Okay.
We don't need much. We don't need fancy weddings. We don't need big cars and stuff. We need good people around us. We need to have a good time. That's all we need. That's what we did.
and a washing machine.
Hold on. Tell me the story about the washing machine now. now I'm curious. What's going on with the washing machine?
In Mexico, we had an apartment without a washing machine. So we always had to give it to the laundry, but sometimes it's finished in 24 hours and sometimes it takes like almost a week. So since that, I always
What to
look for a
wear.
washing machine when we book an Airbnb, because I don't want to wait to get all my stuff back to buy new stuff, to have double stuff in the end.
Sure.
Life in one suitcase.
This happened in Mexico.
Yes.
Which city was?
Playa.
No, we had a laundry there. I think it was in Guadalajara.
Wait, there was a laundry. I put my 3XL shirts in and I got S shirts back.
Ooh. Well,
I felt
it turned from you to Shani.
Yeah, always. She's always, you know how that is, right? I got a brand new hoodie and she's like, oh, we have a brand new hoodie. There you go.
Our new hoodie looks nice, babe.
That's why I thanked you when you gave me those two oversized t-shirts. I didn't just took. Okay, now we have. Yes, okay.
Together.
Yes, of course. Yeah, because in my wardrobe, the same. Oh, babe, I like this. Dress it.
Yeah.
Well,
Take it.
what to say?
You know what? Shani got a t-shirt the very first night you were sleeping in my apartment, right? The Iron Rebel.
No, you brought it to me and you gave it to me. Actually, it was the only and first shirt he ever really gave to me for me to keep it. The other ones, I just took them.
Oh, it was the first time that you didn't steal.
And she has it still today.
Yes, it travels with me everywhere. It looks so fucked up, but it is
Oh,
what
I
it
can't say
I
something
imagine
nasty.
that is very comfortable after all these
Well,
years.
do you know Harry Potter? You know Dobby? If he gets the sock, he's free.
That one.
But you got the shirt. Now
But I
you're
never
free.
got a sock. I cancelled all my jobs. I left the country and I never got it.
I deserve that
I
t-shirt.
promised her that she would get a sock after she's canceling all her jobs because she's free. But I'm sorry, you never got the sock. But you got a t-shirt. Dobby's free.
Not precious. Oh no, sorry, more precious than the other guy. Okay, I mix everyone. Now, since you guys always travel together, how do you prepare the places that you need to stay? It's like you have your own mandatory things that you need to send, or is also things that Shani needs to take care about. It's like, okay, for example, the washing machine of the Airbnb or the hotel that we need to stay for the house.
Oh, man. Okay, we needed to do some experience, right? So as we moved to Mexico,
Her face now. Keep
we
going.
thought it's a good idea to rent an Airbnb outside, not in the touristic area.
Because there it's super loud, noisy, and the La Quinta is the party area, and we're bodybuilders. We go to bed at 10, so we don't want to have drunk people around us all the time.
Screaming, shouting in the middle of the street in the middle of the night.
So we booked an apartment outside, but outside means in the jungle. And in the jungle means no streets, no running water, and no supermarkets right next to you. And we
No
didn't have a
running
car.
water?
I mean, yeah, we had running water sometimes not. Cold water.
Ice cold water with a water pressure of 30%.
We didn't have a car, no bike, no nothing, and there was no supermarket. And the tap water is not drinkable in Mexico. So we arrived and we're like, hey, babe, you know what? We're pretty fucked. She's like, yep. So this is how we experienced what kind of Airbnb we should rent. So I was taking my straps, walking to a supermarket and got these 20-liter bottles of water,
With the
wrapped them,
strips.
and I was walking back half an hour.
And we just discovered the OXXO by accident, because one day we were walking outside to looking for a street, and in the middle through the jungle, we found, hey, there's a supermarket. I don't know how they built it up there or which people are going to buy stuff from there, but we found one.
Was it actually a supermarket or
Yes.
just a grocery store?
No, it's, you know, OXXO, it's like a small kiosk, basically. So all the most necessary things, like sometimes you get toast like bread, or sometimes they have like 2 bananas and water,
One avocado.
one avocado, chewing gum, stuff like that. But
First
you can,
comes, first serve.
Yes.
yeah, but you can get actually something to drink or to eat. That was good. And she was on prep. So I had to make sure she has food. But we found solutions. Thank God.
Hunt?
A lot of walking. My feet were bleeding. And we were literally walking to the gym every day, an hour and back. Through the sun, through the rain.
So
And
cardio was done.
your cardio was done.
That was the good part about my prep.
Yeah, but we had some experience. So now we know, and she knows, I know exactly what she needs, and she knows what I need. So sometimes we don't even talk about it. Hey, babe, did you book the Airbnb? Yes. Like, I have no idea where we go in Germany, but she already booked it. When we're before a show and we book an Airbnb in Las Vegas, for example, I can book it blindly. And I know, okay, she needs a washing machine. She wants to do cardio in the morning, so we need a treadmill. If they don't have a treadmill, I'm going to get one from Amazon. And I'm going to send it back after 2 weeks.
It wasn't working, sorry.
Yeah, you know, if you don't
Take it
have,
back.
if you don't have a home, like we need a treadmill, or sometimes we need an air fryer or a
Mhm.
microwave or something. I mean, it's not nice, but you can order that from Amazon and like you can use it for a week and then you can just send it back.
Well,
Nice
clever.
return policy.
Need to use the system against the system.
Or sometimes we give that to people they need it. For example, we just bought a Ninja Creamy for the Arnold's prep, but we don't want it to give it back to Amazon, so we just gave it to my training partner.
He was so happy.
Now he can eat ice cream.
Yes.
And the same thing with like clothing. Sometimes we're switching the place from a hot place to a cold place, like Mexico and Germany. So we don't need like 5 short pants, right? We need hoodies.
Yes.
So we give all the clothing to homeless people all the time. And we just get new ones in Germany, like hoodies.
But they're always the same things we have to take care of. Like when I'm going to book an Airbnb or he's going to book an Airbnb, we always make sure it's close to a good gym. So we check out the gym first. We're going to try to contact them to get all the details. We always have to make sure there's at least a little grocery store close by. We have to check if we can have Uber or if we have to rent a car, or if we have to order food online. For example, in Dubai, it's super easy. In the US, it's the same. It's same-day delivery.
Oh, yeah, but this is basically what I'm doing. This is my job. This is the Golden Retriever. So
Yes.
before we go there, I almost text 15 different meal prep companies, 10 different gyms. I know like 5, 6 people. They train there. They know the area.
So they can give the referral.
As we step into the place, we have connections everywhere.
Cool.
We have like almost friends because I was talking to them like weeks before. So we have a training partner. They maybe have like girlfriends or wives. So
we can go around
Everything's
and
set
like
up.
have a chill time.
this is important. As you go somewhere and you're not prepared, you're fucked.
Yes.
So I need to be ready before we even arrive.
Yeah. About this, first of all, checking the gyms. When I went to Mexico, to Cancun, I done the same. I wasn't prep. Okay, let's check Cancun. I never been Mexico before there. Like, how are the gyms in that place? I started to same thing to ask people, trying to find people in the social media, Instagram, and like message them, trying to email some gyms as well. So guys, cannot see so many pictures of your gym for
Did you get an answer?
huh?
Did you get an answer from the Mexican
I
gyms?
got it.
Wow.
True. I messaged, I believe, some like 10 or 15 gyms. And then I ended up, okay, was with my ex. Okay, look, we chose one gym. Now let's check the Airbnbs. So which closes? So let's try to not need a car to go to the gym. It didn't work. We needed a car, but at least we found a place. It was like driving 5 minutes. But since we didn't know the place, for maybe walking not gonna be a good idea, it's a good place and blah blah blah. Especially in Cancun. But we found was fine. But was it gym was fine. Of course, it's not Beano's. The problem in Dubai of living in Dubai and training in Venus, when you go outside,
High standard.
yeah, how to find a gym that's like close to the equipment that I have.
Forget it.
Yeah, oh, that's crazy to
But-
find.
From all the traveling, I don't need much, to be honest. Traveling showed me that it comes down to just a few things. You need food, something to drink, some weights, and to be honest, gyms in Mexico are not like Venus. Not at all. But I managed to do the prep. So I realized, okay, it's possible. So you can take off that. If you find a good gym, the surrounding is okay. We need a supermarket, we need a gym, and whatever comes on top, that's great.
Yes.
But we stay there for multiple weeks. So after like 3-4 days, I know where we can get a good massage, where we can get good food, meal preps, all that stuff.
And how you manage all these travels that you need to do combined with your prep?
Being prepared. So this is a huge part of Shani. So we already make plans where we're going to prep for the Olympia, and the schedule is ready. So we're going to travel until from June, the 2nd of June, we're not going to travel anymore. Third, I'm sorry. You know,
Exactly on third.
we're going to stay in Spain. So we know the area already. But even if we go to a different place, I would be ready by now to know what kind of gym. I'm exactly like, we are 3 months out to start the prep. I'm already negotiating with different meal prep companies if we're going to work with them or not. The gym, videographer, etc., etc. So that needs to be before, way before, to be ready when we're arriving. Because then it's game time. There's no time to see if we can get good food. No.
Yeah, no.
The day we arrive, we have to go grocery shopping and get meal prep done the day we arrive.
That's what we call a prep. That's a preparation. Everything. It counts and it matters.
Yep.
Absolutely. Everything in every single aspect, it matters.
And
So
we
especially food.
always make sure when we're traveling that we have at least 2 extra meals on top of his regular meal plan, like deep frozen in the bag. So just in case we arrive somewhere and everything is closed and we would not get anything besides shit food. So he has at least like clean food, which is not frozen anymore until we land.
Got it. Well, it makes totally sense.
I had the situation already. So I would rather have ugly food instead of no food. And
Even if it's not tasty, after few years doing this, we don't care so much about the taste of the food. It's just like feel.
you know what I just realized?
Uh,
Many people ask me, what is the difference from a professional to an amateur athlete? You know what? It's not negotiable. It's not in my mind to eat food outside, even if I would starve and be hungry. I would rather go hungry to bed instead of thinking about, oh, you know what? One burger is okay. I'm hungry. I don't have food. There's a McDonald's. Let's take some. No. I would rather eat like dirt or chicken from the trash can instead of doing the burger.
Oh, let me tell a funny story.
there we go.
He is very precise when it's about his food. So he sticks 100% to his meal plan, and his coach Neil always checks on him. They have the check-ins. The closer we get to the show, the often they talk, sometimes every day. But then comes the day where Neil says, Mike, you're going to go have a refeed. I want you to have this amount of carbs, this amount of fats, this amount of proteins on top of your meals. In this moment, Mike drops everything. He takes out his phone and he checks out at least for 2 hours every restaurant. He screenshots every meal which could possibly be there. And he knows exactly where to go, what to eat, what to order. So as soon as we arrive in a restaurant, he's already like, I want this, and this. And if they don't make the food exactly like it's written down or exactly as the photo is, Hard time for the chef.
I need to explain before people think that I'm a stupid guy or I'm crazy. We're
If
talking
they
about.
think about you stupid, they're gonna think that we both are, because this is me.
Listen, like I'm hungry for 16 weeks. I had like white fish and broccoli and egg whites every day. I mean, I don't care, but it's not nice food. And then your coach calls you, said, "Hey, Mike, you know what? You look good enough to have a food, whatever, like a cheat meal, not a cheat, like a free meal." I'm like, oh shit, what?
Choose wisely.
Yes, like I have one meal and I have like 10,000 different options. So
He needs time.
I need time. So it's not going to happen that he calls me on Sunday evening, "Hey, Mike, you have a free meal now." I denied that already. He told me, "Hey, Mike, you can eat free food today." I was like, "Coach, I'm sorry. I have no idea what to
I
eat.
can't.
I can do it tomorrow, but I need to figure out first."
Exactly.
And then I list all the restaurants and I'll check all the menus. I'm writing it down. And then I'm like, okay, that's a 7 out of 10. Oops, a 7 out of 10. That's a 8. No, that's a 6. And I'm like, hours and hours. And then at night, 3 a.m. in the morning, "Hey, babe, I'm ready."
Wake up, wake up, wake up. I have an idea.
Oh, that was so funny.
If I order food, like let's say steak and fries, and it's exactly measured on the gram, and he said, "We don't have fries."
Like my potato
happened to
in
her.
Playa.
It's in prep.
Mm.
And she was able to eat one big potato.
One baked potato.
One baked potato. So we went to a place which is called Potato Place. Potato Place.
Which means
They
we're
didn't
expecting to have a nice
didn't
potato.
Had any potato. And I got so bad because I know exactly how she felt. She was like, "No, that's fine. I'm going to take something else." I was like, "No." So we ordered the food and I told the chef, "I will come back with a fucking potato. And if he does not accept me, I will, oh my God, I will."
The problem was we just could not leave the restaurant because we have been there with like 10, 15 friends and they already ordered. And I was the last to order and they told me we don't have a baked potato. And I was like almost into tears. It's okay. And then he just went off and he found a baked potato in another restaurant.
I was walking all the restaurants, said, "Do you have potato? And then I found one. "Give me the potato." I brought the potato back to the restaurant on the table and she had her fucking potato.
Where was it?
Playa del Carmen.
Mexico. In Playa del Carmen? That was actually the easiest place that I ate in Mexico.
They have good food, but this restaurant,
They had like mashed potatoes, fries, but it had to be a baked potato. I got instructions to eat a baked potato, so it has to be a baked.
and they mix butter in that and all that stuff, right? So the cleaner the better.
You in Vegas before the Olympia.
Oh.
Neil told him to have sushi. So we were looking for a restaurant which is close to the venue because we probably gonna carb up there, maybe. And we found one and we went there. And he already had his like fanny pack and he put a scale into it, a food scale. So he was sitting on the table. "Yeah, please, can I talk to the chef?" Like super happy. And he put it out his little scale and he was sitting there like, "Hey, I just want to make sure, do you have rice without sugar? Like I need really, really plain food." And they made everything perfectly for him. And every time he got like one piece of sushi, he was cutting it out. He was measuring the protein in there. He was measuring the rice and he wrote everything down just to know exactly what he did. He even wrote down how much coconut amino he was using, which doesn't even contain salt.
Okay, she skipped a really. We went there 4 times. The first time I ordered regular sushi and I did not feel that's the right food. It was like, yeah, maybe a little bit bloating, could get better. Then I was talking to the chef and the CEO to the table. "Hey, do you put rice vinegar in it?" "Yes." "Leave it out." "Do you put sugar in it?" "Yes." "Leave it out." "What kind of vegetables do you use?" "Okay, I need this, this, and that." "How much grams of rice do you use per sushi?" We don't know." "Okay, I'm going to bring my scale next time." So we went there the 3rd time and I measured the rice, I measured everything. And the 4th time it was perfect. And this is how we created the look for the Olympia. We went there every week before the Olympia. I had one free meal every week. We went there again and again and again. And oh my God, that sounds so crazy. I'm sorry, guys. But this is precision.
It's not crazy, actually. As I always say, bodybuilding is a pursuit of the perfection. We must be perfectionists in this game, especially about food. Okay, if the coach sends you 300 grams, it's not 299, it's not 301, it's 300. That's it. So don't give me more or less. There is no more or less in this game. It's a perfection.
Oh, that was the first really hard time I had with Neil. I'm German. So if you say we're going to salt up before the show, so you add more salt, it's exactly measured on the gram.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, yes, now it's time to use more salt. I was like, how much? He said, I don't know. Like, how much salt do you use? And I was like, I'm using like
Yes.
this thing salt, but it did not measure. He said, yes, so how much do you use? I said, I turn around like 2 times. And he said, then do 3. And I was like, how many grams is that? Like in total, how many grams per meal and what time and what minute and with how much water? And I was like, he's like, Mike, you know what? Shut the fuck up. Just use more salt. I'm like so German, like so precise. I count the minutes, how much salt on grams and with how much water and stuff. He was like, bro, just use more salt.
Eat it.
Just eat salt.
But that's actually the reason why I cook all your foods as soon as we are like 3 weeks out. Because I'm always afraid when we work with a meal prep company that they put 2 grams of oil more into it than it should be. So our home always smells like fish. A lot of fish.
A lot of fish. The very tasty one. Right?
Yes, the tilapia one. Or pangasius. I don't know which one is more common.
Pangasio?
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
Okay, so it's tilapia.
Yeah, most probably. Here in Dubai, actually, they just generalize things as whitefish.
Yeah. Cod, I think they use
Yeah, cod's the most common one. But in general, in the restaurants, they know exactly which fish is. If you go to supermarket, for example, you go for, no, I want tilapia.
What?
I want cod. But they know what is whitefish,
and
salmon. Tuna, maybe. But which whitefish? If they're white, they're white. It's that's all the same. It's the same race. No,
it's a fish.
Caucasian. One last thing about the relationship, the professional relationship between you both now. In the competition, is Shani on the backstage as well, with you helping you out to in the last minutes?
If they let me.
Oh, really? We had
So-
situations like that?
The Arnold's and the Olympia is a little bit different to other pro shows. Other pro shows, she's in. So you have a coach, they can come with you. Arnold's and Olympia does not allow to have any coach backstage. So you're going to be there alone. But they take good care of you. You have everything you need. But I wish she could be backstage. But no, don't get me wrong. I would love to have her by my side. But she's my wife. The most important thing in my life is my wife. So she would pull away attention. Like 50% would be to her.
Understood.
So one eye is always on her. If she's good, yes or no. Is she hungry? Does she need something to drink? Does she feel comfortable?
So you're gonna be worried.
Yes, caring.
Yes.
But if she's not there, I can be focused 100% on my shit. I don't need to ask someone. I don't need to tell someone, hey, I'm going to the toilet. No, I go. So her company backstage would be amazing. But on the other side, if she's not there, I don't have to care about her.
So pros and cons, or
She-
it's gonna be kind of the same.
She's in good company, whether my dad or Neil. Neil is basically her stepdad. We're like literally like family.
Uh-huh.
So she's always good. And I can be alone. I know what to do. I'm feeling comfortable. But for other pro shows, she's doing the tanning. She's helping me out. She's helping me to pump up. She's like, hey, babe, here are your the sugars, like Rice Krispie treats and this. Here's your drink. I just mix your electrolytes. She's always doing that. So she prepares, she takes care, she double checks. So I'm good.
When he's going backstage on the Arnolds or the Olympia, the evening before, I feel like a mom picking a bag for a kid because I prepare everything and I put it into zip.
Preparing the lunch box.
Yes, and I write with an adding on it what's in there. So I sort everything that he will find it and not get like, oh my God, I can't find it. So one view, he knows exactly which Ziploc he has to take and he has everything with him. Like I always talk with Neil before, hey, what do I need to pack for Mike tomorrow to eat? And then he sends me lists and I pack everything, like what he probably could use.
If he needs, it's gonna be in the bag.
Yeah, believe me, I'm so happy. You can imagine, and you guys understand what I'm saying now. All of us, we had bad, good relationships. And every time it's like back and forth, and you need to, if you just divorced or something, you're back in the big pool of women or men. And like, you know what I'm saying? There's talking here, talking there, flirting and stuff. Bro, I'm so happy that I'm out of that shit. I have one person and she's going to be for life and I don't need to take care of everything else. Like, fuck you. Do whatever you like to do. I'm happy. Like, leave me alone.
But you always take care of me and you do a super amazing job.
Thank you.
Honestly, my personal view about you guys, I believe from all the couples that I saw in my life, I believe you guys has the most healthy one.
Yeah?
Thank you. Oh, I think I know why.
Tell me.
Especially in bodybuilding, a lot of guys get like really angry or they change during the prep a lot and they don't really care about what's happening around them. But Mike is completely different. Like, of course, he has days where he's struggling. Of course, he don't want to talk all the time. Of course, I think I'm not funny anymore because it's too hard for him to laugh. But I know exactly what will happen. And Mike always takes care of me to make sure everything is fine, that his family is fine, that his friends are good. He always has a good heart. And even if he gets silent or he wakes up 5 times in the middle of the night and he's tired all the time, he never does anything to hurt people. He's never angry. He never ever screamed at me. Never, nothing. He's always respectful.
You are not actually a loud person, right? No, I know he can.
No,
But in general,
no, I'm
No.
super chill and friendly. But
just like don't piss me off.
yeah, there's a reason why they call me the badass. But don't call him. If the badass shows up, it has a reason. And mostly not a good one.
There is this inside. I know that. We just keep the monster inside for some specific situations when they claim for the monster.
You know why? When I'm thinking about it right now, when people act like assholes or they have a bad day, sometimes other people take it personal. But I've been in this situation too. I know how it feels to feel not comfortable, to not having a good day. And if somebody wants to piss me off, I'm like, hey, bro, it seems you have a really fucked up day. Like, I'm not mad at you. I understand. So, is it called emphatic? A type of
Empathy.
empathy.
Mm-hmm.
So, even if you want to fuck me up, I understand why you're doing it. You can't hate me because you don't know me. So I can't take it personal. So there must be something about you which is not right.
Uh-huh.
And then I understand, okay, it's not about me, it's about you. So how can I help you to clear the situation? And this is why I almost never have any fight.
This actually requires a long time
Yes.
of self-thoughts.
It took a long time. But to be
To
honest,
understand how yourself works.
this is, we literally every time, every day we're talking about it. Mostly before we go to bed. We're like, hey, babe, that was great today. But why was it great? Why do I feel good thinking about it? Because this and that. Or why do I feel bad? If somebody lies straight into my face, it triggers something really deep in me. And I tried to find out like for 3 years why. And then like one night we were sitting together in the bed and we're talking about it. And then we found out why. And this is what we do every day. We're talking about the day, what we like, what we don't like, and why we don't like it. Because there has to be a reason. Sometimes you have a fucked up day for no reason, but there is a reason. And we're going to find it out every day, basically. It's really important to understand yourself.
It's kind of daily journal.
Yes. But not writing
Yeah,
on.
he doesn't need to write it down. But
Yes.
actually, being these things discussed is really important, actually.
And it's so interesting. So often that I myself have some reactions I don't understand. Like, why does this trigger me? Like, this person did nothing wrong to me. Why am I so angry? And then sometimes he has so good ideas. And I'm like, wow, you're right. That's it.
Same for her. The best part is that we don't judge ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And I've never had that before. Sometimes you meet people, they're like weird, and you're like, no. Okay.
Just doesn't connect
Yes.
the energy.
But we're so connected, and she can literally, whatever. She killed someone. I will understand why, because we're going to talk about it. And I will understand the reason why she did it. And then I'm like, okay, I would do the same.
High five, yeah.
Yeah.
Baby, where are we gonna bury? Shall we chop the body? We just bury that way.
Burn them, yeah.
Okay,
exactly.
burning. In Dubai, we just live in the desert.
In Mexico, in the jungle.
Yeah, living on the beach. There's plenty of beaches.
Bro, that's actually not funny. I saw so many dead people in body.
Oh,
I saw so many dead bodies in Mexico. So
ow.
that's, I mean, it's not really funny, bro, to be honest.
Of course not.
But I didn't kill anybody, and I think I won't do it. I won't do it.
It wasn't you. Okay, I understood. That's crazy. Okay, well, guys, thank you very.
Thank you for having us
That was the very first time talking about our relationship in a podcast.
together.
And I hope you guys liked it too.
This is amazing. Actually, I want these people like you who's watching to have this example of a relationship to your life. Really, that's a role model.
Thank you.
I really consider you guys as a role model relationship. That's why I would love to have you, Shani, here with us.
Thank you.
Of course, talking to Mike is fine, but
Thank you. Thank
you
you.
already talk too much. Okay, thank you very much for coming here. Thank you very much for opening your life for me, for us. And guys, I hope that you like it. Please subscribe to the channel. Give some comments, like some questions that you might have. I don't know, about whatever, the competition, relationship, whatever.
We would be
We're
more than
gonna
happy.
keep going.
We would be more than happy to answer if they have any questions for healthy relationships. Next business.
From a German couple. We are so cold. No, they're not. I'm sorry, guys. You're not that cold.
No, no, she's cold all the time.
Guys, thank you very much. Thank you very much. See you next week.
Bye bye.
Bye.